I have a serious question to ask you guys. And this is probably one of the most important questions I will ever ask you, ever. What do you think of my crown? Alright, with that cheap little gimmick out of the way, we can finally start the video properly. I normally don't make snapshot videos all too often, but Minecraft just announced this on Twitter earlier today, and this has honestly been something that I have had no idea that I've been wanting for a long time. Well, actually, no, that's not entirely true. You see, one of the big reasons why I always love Minecraft is how custom the game is. It is an unlimited sandbox of adventure all around you. Pretty much no world is the same. There's a lot of things that you could do in a world. And whenever they add more updates, such as the one that we're about to cover right now, it just adds more to the variety of what you could do on the game. And I'm really glad that they made a move like this, and there's a train passing nearby my house, so bear with me here. I forgot the name. I forgot the name of the update exactly that this is a part of. I'm just gonna splash it right onto your screen right here. Yeah, so this is supposed to be the first official snapshot that we have access to for Minecraft 1.20. They have not given us exactly the name of what the update may be. It seems like they're trying to... Honestly, you know what? I'm not even going to guess what they're going to try to do. But you know what? I think I stalled just enough, so I think I'm at least going to show you exactly why the snapshot is exactly a big deal. We have been introduced to these various templates that you can find in your Minecraft game. I tried to research where exactly you could find them, and the only result I was able to get was that if you go to a nether bastion, you should be guaranteed to find at least 2 of these armor templates, which you've probably already noticed in my inventory, I had an armor set. Here's a good example on what these can be used for. So here I am wearing a full stack of enchanted netherite armor. The only custom thing that you could really do with this armor really is just adding an enchantment to it and different sorts of enchantments, but that really doesn't change the outward cosmetics. You were never really able to personalize your own armor, so it just kind of felt like the default. Like once when you hit full netherite or the strongest armor set, depending on what Minecraft will add in the future, this is kind of the armor to kind of say, hey, I've kind of done everything. Except now, I'm hitting the wrong buttons, don't mind me. If we were to take this off and then say we swap it with these, I did not use the same type of template. I used a mix of other templates that I'm honestly not going to name for you guys, but it adds a bit more personal detail. And if you're paying attention to the color of the armor, you can actually add emeralds to your armor, which this is the closest we will be ever getting to emerald armor. So that fantasy that you had about having emerald armor back in 2012, well, congratulations, this is the best you're going to get. Now, some of you may exactly be wondering, how exactly does this work? I don't ever recall seeing any sort of crafting recipe. Well, here's the thing. We're not going to go through every variant or every possibility on how you can customize armor, but we're going to demonstrate and toy around with some of the options that we have in front of us. But it is very important I at least address something very significant to what this update will also do when it also comes to changing the way we make our netherite armor. Because in the past, if you simply just had, like, you know, diamond armor and then say there's a netherite ingot, that was all it took. But now, if we look into this chest here, they changed up the smithing table. So now you need to find one of these templates, put it here, put a piece of netherite here and your armor, and then now you have a piece of netherite armor. So they, as if netherite wasn't hard enough to obtain, it's become much harder, which I think if anything, it kind of adds on to the significance on how big deal netherite is in the game. And then also, I kind of want to address this as well, because someone out there might be wondering, how do I craft exactly a template? There really is no official crafting recipe. Instead, for right now, there is a crafting recipe if you want to duplicate a template. This is not the end-all be-all crafting recipe for every template. I only selected one, but it's pretty much similar to the other templates. You have to require a U shape made out of 7 diamonds, the template that you want up top right here, and depending on the template that you are making, a certain block needs to be in the center. That's the one thing that's different for every template. Once when you craft them, you basically get your template back plus one more template. I highly doubt that they're going to keep this in the game. So without further ado, let's try to wing it a little bit, alright? Let's see. We're going to start off, you know what, let's go with gold. And I'm going to randomly select this one right here. Oh yes, and also, I can't believe I forgot to mention this. Emeralds aren't the only non-cosmetic, or I can't really think of the right word here. I guess emerald is not the only new mineral being introduced as a part of the armor, because lapis does as well. And I think actually, now that I'm speaking about this out loud, I believe, I could totally be wrong on this, I think they also allowed for copper. So yeah, no better time to realize this than when you're actually recording. Yeah, they did add copper. So now we have another purpose for copper. I haven't forgotten about the copper golem, but you know, it's something new with copper, so I'll take that for what it is. I also love that in the middle of recording this too, you know, I picked a really good time to record. My girlfriend literally just sent me a video while recording. I think redstone is also something that you can add a custom option with as well. So what kind of design can we get like this? We add redstone. Oh my god, you can add redstone. Oh, this kind of looks like I just killed someone. You know, I probably would have missed the fact too that they that they added redstone as a custom option. Shoutouts to my girlfriend on that. She actually just made a YouTube channel. I'm gonna be sure to link that down below. And so the thing is, you also cannot mix and match multiple different minerals or material onto your armor. So basically, even though I already have gold and diamond down here, you can also add the gold and diamond just themselves as the spare mineral to also add on for the trim. It is not just designated to these 4 minerals I had set to the side. I have also experimented with nether quartz, and nether quartz does not seem to work on armor. So that seems to be like the one material that doesn't work. If anything, while we're just constantly crafting, I should probably just keep these in my inventory. And might as well maybe bring the rest of them in too. Alright, the family's all here. You know, let's just include also the remainder of the gold and diamond armors as well. And boopity 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 boppity boop. Alright, so let's kind of experiment here. What can we do here? We have the eye template. I mean, maybe we could use a diamond helmet, and then we could probably maybe give it an emerald trim. Emerald and diamond doesn't seem like they look too well together. Why not copper? I don't know, that kind of looks like it just adds eyebrows. What if we switch the template? Okay, that's the stripe. We already used that earlier. Wait, how does the stripe... The stripe one looks a lot better, actually, when it's on a chest plate. One thing I kind of want to know, too, is that now that we added trim, and that the game registers that there's a gold material on it, you're supposed to wear gold when you enter the nether. Will wearing an armor with gold trim prevent mobs from being hostile with you? I think we could actually experiment with that. Alright, here we go. We're in survival. I totally missed the shot to the portal. This is the ultimate test right here. Okay, so you at least need one piece of armor with gold on it to be safe. I almost looked that Enderman right in the eye. So let's see, where exactly are the piglins located? Probably should have thought ahead, because this forest seems to be probably the biggest blue forest I've ever seen. Okay, so maybe just jumping in was not as easy as I thought it was gonna be. I realized I was making this unnecessarily hard on myself. I could have just spawned piglins on my own. I didn't even need to go into the nether. And of course, when I give up searching, one spawns. Let's also add on to that variable. Okay, here we go. Ultimate test, here we go. Okay, having a gold trim does not work. Okay. I think my suggestion to Mojang is, If you tell us that gold makes us immune to piglins, maybe account that while you're still working on this update. Alright, I mean, there's not really much more we can do, because I'm pretty sure I might have already kind of got to the point of the video. Oh, wait, I died with all my material. If anything, we'll just experiment a little bit more with copper. Da 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 do do dee da. Okay. So we'll experiment a bit more with a couple of patterns, but really, you know, as nice as this new update is, there's really not too much to talk about at this point. We're kind of just more dabbling on the designs here. That kind of almost makes it look a bit like a zip-up hoodie. Let's see, that looks like kind of your standard armor trim. That works more towards the shoulder blades. I'd say another standard kind of armor trim design. I'm going to say the same with that as well. And the same with that, but not as fun. But I guess let's just slide that one out of the way. Let's see, what would it look like now if we account for the pants? Like, is there anything kind of funky or cool? That just looks like you just added a line to kind of differentiate the legs. I don't know. I feel like going through all these, I kind of feel as if I really kind of got to the point on that. I think here's where I'm going to end off the snapshot video. Honestly, a nice, short, and sweet snapshot. Not too much to really talk about. This update does not affect anything to do with your armor and tools. If you do go through the smithing table and you do see a silhouette of a tool, unfortunately you cannot decorate tools. It's literally just kind of more prompting you to put your diamond tools inside so that you could turn it into netherite with the upgrade template. Frankly, I've had my fun for 20 minutes on this latest update. I was honestly really excited to share about this. And I tend not to cover really a lot of snapshots on my channel. I really only tend to cover the ones that I find really interesting to talk about. The very last time I've covered a snapshot was probably 2 years ago, roasting the glow squid. But, you know, if another snapshot interests me, I'll be sure to cover it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, whether or not if it was on the video or the actual update itself. I would honestly love to hear your feedback. But I think here's where I'm going to end it off.